Hi everybody, this is Monday, April 6th. This is the keyboard lab for Music Theory 3, Music 206. We're on keyboard lab number 7. I'm going to talk through this briefly, and then you need to play it, record it, and get it back to me by the end of this week, by Friday. The first example on the bottom of the page has a key signature of 1 flat. That is either going to be F major or D minor. If we look at the bass line, bass line is clearly a better fit with D minor. So all told, we are in the key of D minor. Here is what this particular example sounds like with just the outer voices. Now, if I look at the bass line, the first chord has a D with nothing under it. That's a 1 chord in D minor. That's followed by a C sharp with a 7. That is a Roman numeral 7, 7. It's a root position, diminished 7th chord of D minor. It returns to D minor. That chord is spelled C sharp, E natural, G, and B flat. Then after that, we get to a G in the bass with a 6-5 under it. So that means that the root of the chord is C. This is another diminished 7th chord. Then it goes to 5, and then I go to D. That's 1. So we have this. That's what that sounds like. Then I get to the next example. I'm in the key of 4 flats. 4 flats for a major key is A flat major. 4 flats for a minor key is F minor. If I look at the bass line, I've got this. So I don't see any A flats. I see this one here, but that's not the root of the chord. I see lots of Fs, and I end on a C, which is a 5 chord in the key of F. It's an important chord. So this is in the key of F minor. Here's what the outer voices sound like together. The first chord is a 1 chord, F in the bass with nothing underneath it. The second chord has an F in the bass, but a 6-4-2. So 4-2 means it's a 7th chord and it's in 3rd inversion. That means the F is the 7th. That means G is the root. So this is a 2 chord, and then the F in the bass drops down to an E. The 2 chord changes to an E, G, B flat, D flat chord. That's a 7 chord, and that goes back to 1. So those first few chords sound like here's 1. Then here's the 2 chord, G, B flat, D flat, F. It changes into 7, and that goes right back to 1. Then we have 1 again. Then we go over the bar line. I've got a G in the bass with a 7 underneath it. That's a root position chord. The root of the chord is G. That's Roman numeral 2. But before I go to the second beat, one of the notes, the 7th above, that's an F, drops down to an E natural above. So once again, our 2 chord changes into a, this time, first inversion 7 chord. That goes to a first inversion 1 chord. It's an F minor chord with A flat in the bass. B flat is not a new chord, it's just a passing tone. And then I conclude with a C in the bass and a natural sign. That's a root position 5 chord. The natural sign means E major, not E flat. So as I go over the bar line, I've got a 1 chord. Here's the 1 chord again. Now here's my 2 chord. And then the 7 drops down to a 6. Then onto a 1 chord with A flat in the bass, passing note. And then a 5 chord. So all together. What I would also like you to do is transpose the outer voices only. I'll even say you can pick one or the other, but transpose the outer voices of at least one of them to another key of your choice. The other key must be minor, because both of these are minor keys to begin with. Have a great week. and I'll talk to you soon.